Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Portrait of a Lady on Fire was a special presentation at the 2019 Denver Film Festival that also encompassed the international flavor of the festival, as well as their Women Plus Film and Cinema Q tracks of programming. In this French drama, Marianne is hired to paint a portrait of Heloise, a young lady preparing to be wed off who refuses to have her portrait taken. In a scheme cooked up by Heloise's mother, Marianne must pose as the caretaker in order to get glimpses of the young woman's face in order to paint her portrait from afar. However, as time goes by, their relationship starts to deepen and the entire situation gets a lot more emotionally involved. Purely based on the tracks of film programming here at the Denver Film Festival, I knew it obviously, just by the promotional materials, had a lot to do with these women and was led by women, but I also knew it had to do with an LGBTQ subject matter. Thus, I was pretty much already on board. Like an award deserving drama about the LGBTQ community is a good way to at least get me to give a film a chance, whether I know anything about it or not. And then we have Celine Sciamma, a female writer and director, telling a very, very female story, and I was on board. And for good reason, because Portrait of a Lady on Fire was amazing. Oh, I have to say, I was not quite ready for this type of emotional gut punch of a film, but here we are, and I loved it. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. My easiest way to describe this film in a positive manner is that in a lot of ways, it actually reminded me of Call Me By Your Name. And if you know me, you know that is one of my favorite films and one that I still adore. So anything that I'm comparing to that film, it's a positive. And this had a lot of the same characteristics. It had obviously some of the same themes and executed them just as well, pretty much in nearly every category. First of all, the chemistry between our two leads is beautiful. And stemming off of that Call Me By Your Name comparison, what I enjoy here is that we take our time. We really just kind of slowly and methodically, organically let the events of this romance unfold, and it works to beautiful effect. Noemi Merlant was beautiful in this film. What a really understated but powerful type of performance. She is captivating. Like, as you just watch her on the screen, she is a wonderfully captivating presence. And then Adele Haenel is amazing in this film. The final shot of this movie depends on her, and whew, oh my gosh, it's so good. But she gives off this really unique, infectious energy that completely draws you in, and their chemistry together is really organic. It's one of the situations where you can feel the tension between them right off the bat, but it's not this outward big look at this type of moment. It just slowly simmers until we hit crescendos, and it worked beautifully. And what I enjoy here is that time is kind of the enemy. We're dealing with a forbidden love in every sense of the word. Obviously, LGBTQ in the time area is a forbidden love in and of itself, but also a forsaken love in the fact that this woman has already been like sold off basically to a husband. Thus, we get a conflict from that, but the main conflict right from the get-go is time. And it works to great effect. It really brings on the emotions. It really brings on the fleeting romance, and I thought it all just worked really well together. And LGBTQ cinema seems to like to delve into these types of scenarios quite often. This film really captures the essence of this fleeting moment and this fond memory of love really well. The direction and the screenplay are both really well done. This is a gorgeous film. The symbolism, first of all, was palpable right from the get go, and it continues to be all the way through to the end of the film, and it's wonderful. There are some beautiful callbacks in this movie that I loved and really helped punch up this script. The moments of humor work really, really well. The cinematography is absolutely stunning. The musical choices used here was really beautiful. I also love how the film handles sexism at large in this time. Again, it's not this like in your face rah rah. It's much deeper than that, and the way they handle it and speak on it is subtle in many ways, but also really powerful. Honestly, it's just a beautiful, really, really well made film. So, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Well, the biggest complaint for me actually is this kind of random subplot. This young girl who works for the house, and she has her own little mini conflict, mini subplot that leads to a really nice painting moment. But honestly, her subplot I thought just kind of got in the way. I was like, I think we'd rather be spending some time further developing this romance and get into the action. And it's just, I don't know, it deterred more than it added to what we were watching. And if you're going in looking for a romance, you're going to have to wait. It takes a while for us to get to that moment of romance and to get to the main event, if you will. Now, I do think all of the racier aspects of this film are handled so tastefully and beautifully while not skimping and still giving us gay love. But it does take a while to get there, so it will test your patience just a bit. But honestly, I thought this film was dang near perfect. This was such a beautiful, just endearing, completely and totally enveloping film that swept me up right from the first moments and held me all the way through to the end. This movie truly was something special, and at this point has shot up near my favorite films of the year. So once Portrait of a Lady on Fire opens near you, definitely check it out. It is in French, so hopefully you're down with that. And it is a slower burn dramatic romance, so just be ready. But if you give it a chance, I think it will really, really affect you. So that is my review of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Portrait of a Lady on Fire? And what is your favorite film about a fleeting romance? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!